In today's session, we are going to continue with the discussion on block diagrams. So in the previous class, we have seen some of the basic concept how to find the transfer function for a closed loop system in general, which is having a single input and a single output. So this is the block diagram which we have discussed. For this block diagram, we have found the transfer function, which is g by 1 plus g into h. Remember, here you have minus, in the sense it is a negative feedback system. So if you are having this negative loop, negative feedback, you have this plus here. If you remember, when I was dealing with the effects of feedback on some of the basic parameters like sensitivity, gain, disturbance, noise, under such that topic, when I was discussing that, I had even shown you one slide, the positive feedback and the negative feedback, the differences between them. You can just go back and check that video. The difference, one of the difference is, there are many differences. One of the difference is, in negative feedback we'll be having this negative, and in positive feedback we get a positive sign. When we have a negative feedback, this sign will become plus, and if we have positive feedback, this will be minus. Okay? Just for your knowledge, I'm telling you, I'm sharing this. So we have discussed about this, we have found this transfer function, and we have extended the concept for multiple input, multiple output system. In the sense, if a system has got many number of inputs and many number of outputs, then by using the superposition, what we have done, starting with two input linear system, the inputs are r and u, we have found the transfer function individually, and the overall transfer function is the sum of the individual transfer functions or the outputs. Okay, and extending this concept, जो two inputs हमने consider किया, we have generalized it for some n or m number of inputs and outputs. So for that, the output is given by the summation. Okay, this already we have discussed. Multiple input, multiple output. We have found the transfer function also. In similar manner, earlier to the negative feedback system, we have found a transfer function for multiple input, multiple output system, where these blue color bold letters G, H, C, R, they all indicate the matrices. They are not a single signal, they are multiple. So they indicate the matrices. And this double arrow indicates many number. It is not single, it is multiple. Today, let us continue with the block diagram reduction. As I told you, the first topic in module 2 which we discussed was transfer function. After transfer function, now we are studying block diagram, and the next topic is a signal flow graph. So both these block diagram reduction and the signal flow graph, these techniques we use to find in turn the transfer function itself. So whenever a big block diagram is given to you with many number of variables, many number of blocks, it is possible to reduce that into a single block. And that single block, something like this, अगर आपके पास एक system है जहाँ पे many connections are there, okay, randomly I'm showing you some interconnections are there, and finally you are getting the output. This is your input. Here some processing is happening, many gains, many feedbacks are there. Okay, so you can reduce this to a system, simple block like this. With inside this block, we can fill it with capital T. Capital T is your transfer function. So whatever the big process system is given to you, you can reduce it to a single block. So how we can reduce? We should adhere for certain rules for it. Okay, some rules are there in order to reduce such a big block diagram into a single block. So let us see what are those diagrams, the rules. A complicated block diagram involving many feedback loops can be simplified to evaluate the performance by how? certain rearrangements. Okay, inside जो भी आपका बड़ा block diagram आपको दिया गया है, that you can rearrange and according to some rules you can reduce it. How? By using some rules of block diagram reduction. So let us deal with these rules. Let us know what are these rules. I have already shared this slide in your WhatsApp group. So the first rule is combining the blocks in cascade. So cascade in the sense they are in series. So in the previous session I had told you, when you have a system like this wherein the blocks are connected in series, you should go for multiplication. And also I had told you, if the blocks are connected in parallel, you should add them. So this is the first rule. Whenever in the diagram, in the given question, if you come across diagrams like this, the blocks like this, wherein they are connected in series, cascade form. See, x1 is your input. There is a gain or the transfer function g1. There is a gain transfer function g2. And what is the output? Say output, let me take y1. Okay, so how you write y1 is equal to, just check out, after x1 is fed to the block for g1. So if you take, what is the output? Output is what? Gain times input. So x1 into g1. And this is the input to g2. So what is your final output? It is the gain times input. So that is y1 is equal to gain times, gain is g2, input is x1 g1. Okay, so x1 g1 g2, that's what I have written here. So this is your output. This is your original diagram. This may be there present in your given block diagram. So if this is the case, how you can reduce it? This is your input. This complete block which is having two different gains, you can replace it with a single block and fill this inside with g1 into g2. Okay, this is your overall gain. Series connection में है तो multiply करो. You can observe what is the output. Say y1, let me take y1 as the output. Output is gain times the input. So input is x1, gain is g1 g2. Observe, here also I got x1 g1 g2, here also I have got x1 g1 g2. So it doesn't make any difference if I simply replace a series connection by a single block with multiplication of the gains. It won't make a difference in the outputs. Both I will get the same. Okay, this is the first rule. Coming to the second one, moving a summing point after the block. Hope you know what is a summing point. You can see there is a mixer or an adder or a summer, whatever you call. So this is your point. We call it summing point. So the meaning, moving a summing point after the block. So there are two possibilities. ये summing point ये यहाँ पे हो सकता है या फिर यहाँ पे हो सकता है. The second rule is, ये जो before the block एक summing point है, I can move it after the block. Okay, after the block. So let's see first original diagram में क्या है, we will analyze, then we will go for the equivalent diagram. Okay, coming to the original diagram, see you have inputs x1 and x2, and I don't know whether they are getting added or subtracted because here plus or minus I have used. The sign is used plus or minus. So hence x1 plus or minus x2 is your total input. Okay, after adding or subtracting, x1